Late arrivals, he moves up into his third position out of the Speedway. That will put the black number 22 of Todd Ciravolo back to the fifth position out on the Speedway. The first and second alternates were out of the Speedway. Eddie Field in the 30X and the 86 of Rich Kavanaugh. Looks as though both those drivers will be forced to sit out this event, as all 24 cars are set to do battle in the main event. Lights have been extinguished around the 1/3 mile oval. We look for the start through the turns as George McGugan and Tommy Howard work their way down to turn number 1. Larry Cody and David Blaine look for a little racing room. Howard off the pace with the 25, the 89 of Larry Cody and David Blaine able to move up to the second and third positions out on the Speedway. George McGugan is your leader with car number 22. He leads Larry Cody and David Blaine. CJ Frye up to challenge for that fourth position, pulls right on the back bumper of David Blaine's number 29. Late model field looks to shuffle the deck just a bit out of turn number 2. Everybody stays pointing the right direction. Scoreboard will click off to show 2 laps as complete as a battle shaping up for the lead into turn number 1 as Larry Cody battling with a 22 of George McGugan. The top 5 drivers racing under a blanket down the back stretch into turn number 3. The field led by Larry Cody. Rookie driver George McGugan running second. Running third, another rookie. That's David Blaine. And a third rookie, Todd Ciravolo, running in that fourth position. That's veteran CJ Frye and longtime veteran George Moose Hewitt in the deuce. He's being followed by the 7X of Mark Atkinson and the 07 of Matt Sapiri. 4 laps. Now scored is complete. This time by top 5 remain unchanged. Mark Atkinson in the Sign Craft sponsored Pontiac Grand Prix looking to make a bid for that 5th position, pulling up alongside the deuce of Moose Hewitt. Tightly bunched out of turn number 4, side by side, bumper to bumper. Positions 2 through 5, all looking for a little racing room. They look to break up just a bit. Mark Atkinson looks to close in on that pack of automobiles. That pack led by the 29 of David Blaine, now being challenged by the 6X of CJ Frye. Side by side, down the front stretch into turn number 1. Little bump and go as CJ Frye looks to take over that runner-up position. David Blaine now back to the 3rd spot, being challenged by the 22 of Todd Ciravolo. Lap number 7, coming up this time by 30 laps, is the distance. Field looks to sort themselves out just a bit. Front half of the pack running pretty much A-OK. Back half of the pack continues to look for a little racing room. Everybody looking for a faster groove to run as they'd all like to catch up to that front pack of automobiles. Larry Cody all by himself, a car number 89, CJ Frye running all by himself for second as Frye looks to reel in the back bumper of Larry Cody's number 89. Ciravolo now up to the 3rd position with the Mystic Pizza sponsor Chevrolet. David Blaine back to the 4th spot, running 5th. Mark Atkinson in the 7X. George McGugan running in the 8th spot with the 22. Then it's the deuce Moose Hewitt and the 07 of Matt Sapiri. But caution is out on the Speedway. We've got a car around over a turn up as we're just about a third of the way through. His quarterway quickly with the green as Larry Cody just as quick out of turn number 4 as he looks to lead CJ Frye down to turn number 1. The strong running rookies working their way through the turns side by side. Todd Ciravolo and David Blaine. Ciravolo working the low route. David Blaine working the high route with the Scott Bordeaux-owned late model. Out of turn number 4, CJ Frye looks to close on in on your leader. Side by side through the turns as CJ Frye works down low. Larry Cody up high with car number 89. Side by side through the turns, Cody and Frye. It's CJ Frye with the advantage out of turn number 4, neck and neck at the finish line. Pair of evenly matched late models working their way through the turns. Neither driver willing to give an inch. Frye again working down low. Cody with the advantage at turn number 3, but out of turn number 4. Brand new leader emerges as CJ Frye takes over control. Cody refusing to give up as of yet as he looks to close on in. They swap a little paint as they go around over a turn number 3. Tough break as Cody looks to drift down the rest of the late model field. Piles on in as caution is out on the Speedway. Todd Ciravolo is your current leader. Ciravolo is in better mechanical condition as CJ Frye looks to pick up where he left off with the 6X. Mark Atkinson now looks to challenge Cervolo for that runner-up position. Atkinson down low, Cervolo up high with the 22. Back half of the pack running off the pace. Caution flag is out on the speedway. CJ Frye looks to pick up where he left off with the 6X. Atkinson running second with the 7X. Cervolo back to the third spot with the 22. Then it's David Blaine in the 29. Field looks to work the way out of turn number 4. We click off lap number 13. David Blaine running in the fourth spot. Ian George Pagugin running in the fifth position with car number 22. A strong run for this rookie driver. Tightly bunched. Positions 6 through 10. They work their way through the turns. Moose Hewitt leading Tommy Fox and Phil Rondo, as well as George McGugan and Ronnie Hoyle. They're all looking for a little racing room, looking for the faster groove around the 1/3 mile oval. Present time, Tommy Fox has it. Looks as though Rondo would like to challenge for that position. Halfway marker already being displayed to the field. Lap number 16 being scored this time around. Car in trouble at the back of the pack. It looks as though it's 9 to Terry Brick. It's got the car pointing the right direction as we continue to run under green. CJ Frye looking to pull away from the second place runner of Mark Atkinson. David Blaine running behind the 22 of Todd Cervolo. Then it's the 19 of Rondo, the deuce of Hewitt. Billy make that Ronnie Hoyle battling with the 47 of Tommy Fox. That's a 1 of Jerry Young. The field nearly strung out down the backstretch into turn number 3. Lap number 18 coming up this time by. So the rest of the field set to take the green. Out of turn number 4, Atkinson and Frye, the 6 and 7Xs as they work their way through the turns. CJ Frye down low, Atkinson up high. Todd Cervolo continues to hold off the challenges of David Blaine, but a new face has moved up to challenge the 19 of Farmer Phil Rondo. As up in front, side by side, Atkinson and Frye work their way through the turns. Farmer Phil Rondo already make his way past the 29 of David Blaine, now working past the 22 of Todd Cervolo. Meanwhile, tightly bunched out of turn number 4, Rondo looks to make it 3 wide out of turn number 4. Rondo down low, Frye caught in the middle. Atkinson up high with the 7X. 3 wide out of turn number 2, down the 300-foot long backstretch into turn number 3. CJ Frye continues to have the advantage, but Farmer Phil Rondo looks to see a little daylight with car number 19. Frye able to battle back up high with the 6X. They're working side by side. Atkinson dropping off just a bit with the 7X. As there's a battle between the 19 of Rondo and the 6X, the CJ Frye. Frye able to stay right there with him as Atkinson runs into trouble with the 7X. Atkinson now has that automobile off the speedway. Terry Brick running into some trouble with the 9. Everybody else stays pointing the right direction as we continue to run under green. Tough break for Mark Atkinson, as Atkinson having a strong run going up until lap number 21. As the battle continues to be waged for the lead, as Farmer Phil Rondo does appear as though he's taken over control. CJ Frye now running in the second spot with the 6X. Then it's a battle for the third spot between Todd Cervolo and David Blaine. Blaine looks to be coming out on top this time by as Cervolo off the pace with the 22. Tough break for that rookie driver as he had another strong run going. So David Blaine now running in the third spot. Moose Hewitt running fourth, and it's Fox, Ronnie Hoyle, Jerry Young, George McGugan, and Scott Gregory. 5 to go marker out this time by Danny Quarterwig. Looks to tell the field final 5 circuits around the 1/3 mile oval. Top 2 working nose to tail. The 41 of George Dorothy down several laps. Moose Hewitt now up to the third spot with the deuce. Hewitt having a strong run tonight with his modified and his late model. Tommy Fox now up to challenge for that third position. The 47 working down low. They just made their way past the 29 and David Blaine, as David Blaine appears to be fading with the 29. turn number 4. The 19 of Rondo continues to lead the 6X of CJ Frye. Battle on the speedway for the 3rd position. Tommy Fox looking to challenge George Moose Hewitt. Fox working down low. Hewitt up high with the deuce. Ronnie Hoyle, the 63. Next in line, then it's David Blaine and the 1 of Jerry Young. 2 to go. Marker out this time by is the 1992 late model track champion. Looks to add yet another feature victory to his, well, trouble breaking out with the 3 in Connecticut of Tommy Goodrow. The top half of that car literally blew right out.
What the hell is this?
Rondo. Bill? So CJ Frye looks to told to hold under caution as well, so we're a lap or 2 away from returning to green. Scoreboard shows 28 laps scored is complete. CJ Frye and Moose Hewitt up in row number 1. Row 2 again has Tommy Fox and Ronnie Hoyle. Ronnie Hoyle turning in a good ride tonight. Well, they were going to try to let him run with that, folks. Out of New England Racing Fuels, this is Chill Out 92. The field looks to wind him up out of turn number 4. CJ Frye with the bite out of 4. George Moose Hewitt settling in for the runner-up position with the deuce. He's now being challenged by the 47 of Tommy Fox and the 63 of Ronnie Hoyle. White flag is due out this time by. The field looks to sort themselves out down the 300-foot-long backstretch. CJ Frye, as we've got trouble over turn number 4. Scott Gregory in the spots of number 57 and the 22 of Todd Cervolo running into trouble. That'll bring out yet another caution as Ronnie Hoyle. Goodrow coming out with car number 3, Connecticut. Goodrow having a word with Chief Starter Danny Cordowig as he now looks to climb out of the 3, Connecticut. The record crews continue to work over turn number 4, the 22 of George McGugan and the 57 of Scott Gregory remain over in that area of the speedway. The record crews look to be working on those automobiles. Scott Gregory's number 57 receiving a push from the Fitz Auto Wreckers as he'd like to get that car back to the pit area. Car sporting brand new sheet metal for the evening's racing program. That sheet metal now somewhat rearranged. Number 3, safety vehicle parked in the infield out of harm's way as CJ Frye looks to pick up where he left off with the 6X. George Moose Hewitt in the deuce running 2nd. David Blaine up to the 3rd spot. Tommy Fox back to 4th, so they swap their spots on the initial drop of the green. White flag again due out this time by as once again we'll go 31 laps as green, white checker, the order of the finish. Oh, we've got trouble on the front stretch. Terry Brick, car number 9, and the 63 of Ronnie Hoyle running into some trouble. Has the 63 fired up. Terry Brick looking to climb out of the 9, the TLB Auto Machine sponsored Chevrolet. Got one other car over out of turn number 4. Looks so it's the 25 of Tommy Howard. Bill Rondo retired from the event with car number 19. Broken timing chain on car number 19. Green, white checker once again, so we're going to go 32 laps. Field looks to pick up the pace over in turn number 3, a little shorter than we originally started this main event, but still many heavy hitters left in competition, and CJ Frye looks to pick up where he left off with the 6X. The field slips and slides her way through the turns. Frye with about a 3-car length advantage over the 2nd place runner, which incidentally is a battle between Moose Hewitt and Tommy Fox. Fox working down low, Hewitt up high with the deuce, side by side. It's Fox with the advantage. White flag out. Final final time around the 1/3 mile oval is C.J. Frye looking for his first feature victory of 1992. Frye working his way through the turn, standing quarterback with a checkered flag in hand as the win goes to C.J. Frye. Selling for the second spot, Tommy Fox, car number 47 to 29, and David Blaine in for third. George Musiewicz settles for the fourth position with the Cross Sound Ferry, Dean's Auto Salvage sponsored Chevrolet, but picking up the win. It's car number 6X for C.J. Frye from Ledger. The Pulse TV, Hunter Chiropractic Office of Mystic, Chet Speed sponsored Chevrolet, as C.J. Frye picks up his first feature victory of 1992. Joe Golis going down trackside. He's going to have a word with your feature winner as soon as he makes his way down to victory lane.
Well, we're here, but we're waiting for the winning driver. Half the crew is here. Cheryl Kutu out to make the presentation. It was a long, hard-fought battle, but we finally got to that magic 32 mark. I'm very happy C.J. Frye being greeted down here in victory lane. Ladies and gentlemen, he's not waiting. He's out of the car. He wants to get out and party hardy. The Pulse TV, Hunter Chiropractic, Steve Shaw, TLB Moroso, sponsored number 6X, wins the New England Racing Fuel sponsored 30-lapper for the late model division. Well, they say the impossible ain't easy, and you did it the impossible way tonight, CJ. You're out there for a long time. It almost seemed like a marathon event, but you finally got into victory lane. It's been a long time in the coming.
Yeah, it's been a year. Last time we were here was late in the season last year. And hey, I want to thank everybody that roots for me. I want to thank Stephen Shaw, TLB Auto Machine, Pulse TV, Hunter Chiropractic, and all other sponsors and people that helped me out. It's been a long time coming, and I'm tickled to death it came at the end of the year.
You know, there was an anxious moment, about 2 laps to the end. As Phil Rondo was out front, we heard the motor come apart here at the start-finish line. You were right there. How come you didn't get caught up in that oil or in the problem? How'd you get around that one?
Well, I guess I got lucky. Phil was smart enough to pull the outside. You know, he always runs real good out here. And I hate to say it, but I wasn't sorry to see his motor go. I pushed him pretty hard, and we finally got here. I'm just happy.
You know, you've been running well at some other racetracks. You're running well here all year. You just couldn't put it all together. Any one particular thing that made it happen tonight?
Well, I'm not sure, really. Probably a little bit of luck. We've had some bad luck most of the season, and we just got lucky tonight. And I want to dedicate this win to my 2 kids there at home. They couldn't make it tonight, and this is for Stephanie and little Siege.
Once again, CJ, congratulations, buddy. Nice run. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? He worked hard for the win in that 30-lap. New England Racing Fuel sponsored chill-out portion in the late model division as CJ finally makes it into victory lane.